Hey everyone, Kyle once again. Welcome back to the finale of season one of episode 13, season one of This Monster Wants to Eat Me, and this show has been a very a roller coaster ride emotionally for me because the character, especially our main character Hinako, I mean, she's a great character regardless. They all are, But just Hinako, man. Especially this episode, it's just like, well, I'll get to that. But just the whole of the whole series. But so after that, they decided to, want to plan on going on a trip together. To this place where they could do shopping and go to this inn where there's the hot baths and stuff like that, right? Now, after what Shiori did, with Hinako, hey, let's just redo the promise. If you, I'll eat this time. I'll eat you for real when you're the happiest, right? But the whole time though, Hinako, okay, we see like, oh, she's putting on a smile, like, hey, let's do this. Want to try this? Okay, let's do that. And I'm watching, and even Shiori's noticing, like, hey, you know, to me, Hinako, she's putting on an act. She's faking a smile because she's herself. She's never the same person she has been since she was a kid, right? She has been depressed her whole entire life afterwards. She truly wants to die. She's never going to be the same happy kid that she once was. And see her just putting on this act, just faking a smile, pretending like, oh, everything's, I'm trying to have a good time. I'm trying to make myself happy, right? But no. She truly does want to die. That's Hinako, She truly wants to have her life ended. And we see with Shiori, she's kind of seeing the between the lines, and it's kind of like, kind of way pissing her off because what we just did, we're doing that promise, and I'll do it for real when you're the happiest. I mean, there was a point where, okay, there's these hairpins. I thought that was a great scene because we remember when she was a kid, when she first met Shiori in her mermaid form. Hey, she gives Shiori this to show, hey, this will look good on you, right? And so Shiori is kind of doing the same thing with these hairpins. Hey, this will look beautiful on you. Now, is that right to say that instantly brought it back? Did Hinako instantly remember that from the first time she met her? But then she goes and pulls the same thing with, hey, with Hinako to Shiori's like, hey, I think this will look better on you. And the whole time, with that fake smile she's having, right, she is not happy at all. Especially, you can tell her eyes this whole entire time. If you look into her eyes this whole entire time, she's a dead girl walking, right? She is not. She's basically she's a dead girl walking. She does not want to live. You can see it in her eyes. Just like her eyes are looking pretty much dead. And so, with that whole scene with the hairpins, I'm like, jeez, man, it is a lot more deeper in emotions than just, hey, she's putting on a fake smile, but it's a lot more deeper than that. And like I said, Shiori is kind of is like looking at her, it's like, I think she is putting on an act, and of course her friend Miko, she's trying to do the best she can to make her happy, but the thing is though, despite her good intentions, it's never gonna happen. Hinako is never gonna be happy ever again, and so that's why you think that Hinako is putting on this front of acting like she's having a good time. Hey, so we want to try the hot baths. Okay, let's try that, and so, hey, let's go out, hey, let's get more some snacks, and then waiting for the time, and then after where her and Shiori, they're going to seeing these fireflies. She's telling them to touch because they may represent the lost souls and stuff like that, and so And so afterwards, that's where they get back, and she's just gonna still be waiting for that day to come, you know. But now when we get the season 2 for the rest of the full, because like I said, the source material is still ongoing though, so it's gonna be a while before if we see a second core to this show, right? So for if we're ever gonna get the full adaptation of it. But it was such a, this episode was great, especially the whole. But the best thing was that it was the whole hairpin scene, because after we're later in the night, after those two are on their walk on their own, Shiori gives her the hairpins on her hair. It's just been fantastic to watch, and I don't see how people are sleeping on this, because I think this is a fantastic series. Like, just the whole dealing with this whole depression, it just really just like made me just watching this whole entire time. It's like, oh my god, I never seen such depression ever in my life. I never seen a character for like in Hinako who wants to die so badly because yeah, she was under the impression that it was her family telling her this whole entire time that you should live though, but it turns out that was a lie, and she felt betrayed, by Shiori, and so, and yeah, Miko trying to protect her, trying to do her best to make her happy, and then the whole redoing of the promise again, even the point where there is even the bite on the lip, which is a kiss though, actually, though, but it's a lot more deeper. Oh, it's just a Yuri series, girl and a girl, right? It's more than that, It never was that explicit, never was any of that graphic. No, it's just this. It's a monster series, just with a character who's dealing with massive, severe depression, who wants to die so badly, and I never seen that in a character like in Hinako who does not want to live at all. I never seen a character who so desperately to die. If season 2 does happen, I mean, there was a split second where Shiori was explaining, hey, maybe this will look like you are in 5 years or so, because there was a split second where she imagines her older with much longer hair, so. Hey, maybe we'll probably get a time skip, and that Hinako is still alive, but much older, and maybe we'll see her where she does finally come around and starts acting all happy when in her life, who knows though. So, but it's been a phenomenal series to watch, and also just got through, and also really quick, I just got through watching the finale of season 3 of Spy Family, and which that was great as well. I mean, just briefly, just get about Spy Family briefly with Fiona, aka Nightfall, what she did to Wheeler, just willing to break her own arms and legs just because over the guy that she is so obsessively in love with. I mean, Jesus is just flinging her arms around like it's a Beyblade, right? Oh man, that was just awesome. And it was also nice seeing the handler in disguise, for a change, Oh, I just want to be in a nurse outfit. I'm like, okay, that's something that's outside of her character yet I've not seen from her, But yeah, but the whole thing with Bond, with the animals, so. Season 3, the finale of season 3 of Spy Family was great though. I don't see. That's another thing about people were saying season 3 of Spy Family was weak though, but I'm sorry, I don't think that it was weak at all. I mean, we got Lloyd's tragic backstory when he was a kid, that was just horrible. And yeah, I would like to see a little bit more of yours and her assassin job though. But other than that though, it's still a very fun series, and I enjoyed season 3 of Spy Family. So just gave my little update on Spy Family Season 3. I loved it, and I look forward if they're doing Season 4. And if they're going to do another movie, like we got Code White, maybe they'll get a Code Black, maybe. Just pointing out. Because, Black, why not go the opposite? Code Black, listen, so. So that's my little update on Spy Family, alright? So, but Season 3 of Spy Family was great. I loved it, so. But This Monster Wants to Eat Me was fantastic as well. This whole series has been very fantastic. I've seen a lot of great series from this year, and which sadly has been proven a lot better than the movies I've seen in 2025. Sad to say. I mean, it's Soul Leveling season 2. Like I said, of My Dress Up Darling, Kaiju number 8, like with this series, and then of course Spy Family. What else? Cologne Generic Romance. So there's Call of the Night season 2, and um, Old Country Bumpkin. Oh, and so many series I've seen that has just been great this year. Maybe I'll eventually have to get a top look. It's gonna be very hard, because there's so many animes that I've watched this year that has been great. So it's gonna be hard for that list, though. But this is definitely another gem of a series for me. So, but I love the characters, but I love to wait to see. It's gonna be a while before we get the whole next adaptation for season 2 of This Monster Wants to Eat Me. And I mean, I don't know how much more of level of depression I have to see from Hinako. Clearly she does not want to live, but I don't know how far I can see where their character can take me, so. And especially with Shiori, and then we got Miko, and. But yeah. But this has been a phenomenal series. 10 out of 10, gold star. So that's for now the finale of season 1 of This Monster Wants to Eat Me. I give it a nice clap on the hands. It was great. I would say calling it a masterpiece is an understatement, because it's more than that. Perfection, you can say. But thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more, and until next year for more animes, because winter is going to be a packed house too, because I'm looking forward to it. I got season 2 of Hell's Paradise. You got season 2 of Chain Soldier, and then we got what's another season? Other ones I'm not gonna watch though, but I know the ones that are popular, like season 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen that's coming out. Season 3 of Oshinoko. That I look forward to that. And there is one that's interesting to look at. Tune in the Midnight Heart. I'll look forward to that one. That one's to look at an interesting show, but I'll get more into that if I ever do start to review it, though. So it's going to be another packed house with more other ones that are coming out, like Feiren, season 2 as well, so. But yeah. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you for more anime reviews of 2026. Later.